welcome back to another video on the channel. Today is a Saturday. It's a bit of a late start to my morning, but it's 10:45. Yeah, so I don't have much planned to do this weekend. Just some cleaning, some study. I also have some content stuff to film for YouTube, but the most exciting part of this weekend is I'm going to be upgrading my dad's office setup. My dad works at home pretty often and he has a little tiny table upstairs that can get a bit uncomfortable for him when he's been working for 6 hours just sitting there or more in the day. So I've been thankfully sponsored by Flexispot, who has sent me one of their new E7 standing desks, which I'm going to be upgrading his current desk setup into, just to give him that extra bit of comfort and flexibility in his work. But other than that, let's start our day. I've got to eat some breakfast and then do some study, and we should hopefully set up the desk today. Okay, so I'm going to be doing some modern history work today. I have a modern history exam in about 2.5 weeks. Yeah, I want to do some practice on some short answer. We haven't really gotten through much content in terms of the syllabus. I think we've only learned about leading up to halfway, maybe about 40% of all the content. Anyway, we're just going to do some exam practice for now for modern history, and then after that we should hopefully start setting up that desk upstairs. Alright, so we've done a bit of study. We spent about 2 hours just working on writing some good short answer responses that we're going to be submitting for feedback, just so we can consolidate the content that we've learned so far and just practice out how we're writing those responses. Now my room has gotten a little bit messy. I need to do some cleaning up. I also need to clean up the living room upstairs here, because that's where we're going to be setting up the new desk. But yeah, should be really quick and then we can go and set up. this is what year 11 prelims did to me. I'm starting to like see it. Well, this is actually why I got an iPad, because of how much stuff I printed out. So like all of this was for English, also for English. This was for SOR2. This was for SOR2. Spare paper. This was for SOR2. This was a modern history paper that I printed out. Well, first a modern history paper that I made and then printed out. You can see how much, I can't believe I wrote all of this. This was meant to be a 3-hour exam to sit, which I did. This was the actual paper, so this was my practice paper that I made. This was the actual paper that I did. Another cheat sheet that I made. I love making all these cheat sheets, as you can see how I do them. It kind of like summarizes everything for you. This is everything that I'm going to be using. I'm just basically going to replace his desk. I bought a few accessories. I got a mouse pad and a monitor riser as well. Yeah, I think this will be a really good upgrade for his desk setup. And if you guys are considering getting a sit-stand desk to really improve your productive workspace, I highly recommend looking into Flexispot. So, on that note, let's get to work. Alright, so now that I've cleaned up the space and I've eaten, I'm going to unbox the desk frame here. So they shipped the E7 W-AU desk frame, and then I have a 120 by 60 centimeter oak tabletop for it as well. So yeah, we're gonna have to set this up. It is quite a heavy frame, so it is pretty sturdy. And I also need to set it up with the outlet so that, you know, the desk isn't pulling any wires when it comes up. So let's go. Alright, so this is the final desk setup using Flexispot's E7 standing desk. So a quick rundown of what I used on his desk basically. A lot of the accessories I kept from his old setup since they were pretty good. I got this long grey mouse pad since I really like longer mouse pads and I think they look cleaner and are more functional for the desk as well. This is his monitor. It's a 27-inch HP monitor and he also has a monitor lamp on top of it, which is good. But yeah, the monitor is sitting on a glass monitor stand from Amazon. I will leave the link in the description below. I got it in this brown wood color to match his current keyboard and to match his current chair. I also have this metal laptop stand on the side. When he does need to go to the office, he can quickly take his laptop. I also left the laptop's charging cables in a way where it's really easy to just unplug it and take it out. And then lastly, some accessories on the table. We got this bonsai plant that he made in a really nice little pot. I have a totoro incense holder that my mum made herself. It's a little bit burnt from it's like a matchstick incense that we use that my dad put there, but whatever. And then we also have the businessman Hirono from the Little Prince collection, which kind of fits the vibe that he's the businessman. The table in itself is amazing. It is so sturdy and durable. Flexispot offers the E7 in a range of colors as well. And for a sit-stand desk, the pricing is actually pretty good compared to other brands. So for the quality that you get for this beautiful sit-stand desk, I highly recommend looking into Flexispot for that. So if you're interested in looking into Flexispot's product line or picking up an E7 desk for yourself, feel free to check out the website in the description below to learn more about their product line and the E7, as well as to explore a few sales or limited time deals that might be happening. So now that we've set everything up and we can call this project complete, let's move on with our day and reset for the rest of this weekend. Alright, we just finished a 2-hour study sesh just then working on some math. I'm going to quickly make myself a coffee as well as a cold brew for the rest of the week. I also need to film a reel. So yeah, that's what we're going to do for the next few hours. so we're shooting a reel for a clothing brand that I've been working with for quite some time called Outfricated. Feel free to check out their store. I also have a code royv.daylusan for 25% off that you can use. They specialize in really nice baggy and street style wear with some really great quality, and it's my go-to for most of my outfits. So for the reel, I'm just going to be putting together some outfits using the featured clothes. So yeah, I'm just gonna go pick out some clothes and then we'll quickly shoot that over the next half an hour or so. Alright, we just finished filming our little reel. It was actually quite nice to try on a lot of outfits that I haven't thought of in a while or haven't worn in a while, so yeah. Okay, so it's been quite some time since my last piece of footage. It's currently 9 o'clock at the moment. So what I ended up doing was I spent a lot of time video editing, so obviously I didn't film all of that, but I spent the most amount of time just working on some shorts. I also did a little bit of dance practice, which I didn't film because it kind of looked a bit sloppy, but I was just trying to get a feel for the choreo and then actually learn it properly tomorrow. But just so I can anticipate what's coming, I did a little bit of a like sesh. And then I went to church and did some grocery shopping. So that's why it's so late now. It wasn't much for me to film, so I just thought I would see you guys once I get home. We don't have much left of the night, but what we're gonna do is we're just gonna sneak in a little bit of extra study and then prepare for the week ahead for school. Anyway, let's get on with our night. Alright, so it's been quite a long weekend, definitely productive, and I think I've done a lot of the things that I wanted to do. It's definitely been a good weekend, and I hope you guys have enjoyed watching and coming along with me as I do all these little projects. And again, if you're interested in looking into Flexispot's product range, especially the really nice E7 desk that I used to build this beautiful office setup for my dad, you can see more details in the description below. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys are doing well. Let me know what you guys have been up to in the comments down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. So take care. Bye bye.